there, it's Mary from Worcestershire Wildlife Trust, and this is my friend Harry. Hi everyone. We were just about to empty our compost caddy, but why are we composting? What's the point? Well, I'll tell you, there are 3 really good reasons. The first one is it's great for the environment. If we put this in the bin and it went to landfill, it would degrade without oxygen, and that means it's going to release greenhouse gases, and that's no good, is it? No, it's not. But if we put it into our compost bin, it's going to degrade with oxygen, and that means no greenhouse gases. Hooray! And the other reason is that it creates a whole new habitat in our garden. As it rots down, it's a home for microbes and for worms and woodlice and springtails and millipedes, and they are all food for Harry here, yum yum yum, and for slow worms and maybe even grass snakes if you're really lucky, you never know. And the last reason is it's great for the soil. Let's take a look. Pop you down there, Harry. Now this is my soil. At the moment it's really dry, but it's also really sandy, and you can see it just runs through my fingers. There's no structure at all, is there? And this is compost. This compost is about 2 years old. It's soft and lots of moisture in there and lots of organic material. If we mix the two together, that means that the soil has structure and it can hold water, and there's lots of food for the plants. But how do we make it? Let's find out. We'll be wanting our greens, which is our weeds here, and our old bits of veggie peelings. You can use tea bags. Just check that there isn't plastic in the tea bag material. If there is, you can just empty out the tea, and that bit has to go to the landfill, unfortunately. Then you want some browns, and you can use egg boxes, you can use kitchen roll, you can use little thin twigs, you can use paper. You might even have one of these new compostable sacks that's coming around that says on the front it's compostable, and that's great to put in. There's a few things that you shouldn't put in, and that's things like glass and foil and plastic. And then other things that you shouldn't put in is cooked food. Okay, now this is meant to be a bit of cheese. I know it's a tin can. So no dairy, no meat, no bread, no pasta, things like that, because they might attract little rodents like this, mouse. So it might be mouse or rats. And unfortunately they will move in if there's something to eat, if it's warm, and if it's dry. So the way to get them to move out is to make it wet. Just pour on half a bucket of water every day for a week, and they'll get the message and scamper off. Sometimes though it can be too wet, and then you might find that the flies come out. Bzzz. Now these flies are usually just fruit flies, and they're not harmful, but they're just not very nice. The way to get rid of them is to add more browns. You can either just pile on lots of paper into the compost bin and just leave it for a few weeks, or if you want, you can empty it all out and mix in the paper and put it back in the bin. It's up to you. Either way, leave it all for a year or so, and you can lift up the top. You should have a lovely layer of compost at the bottom all ready to use, and you can mix it together with your soil and use it to plant some seeds.